Welcome to a video tutorial by ET System Electronic GmbH, your specialists for AC and DC power sources, electronic loads, and DC sources with power regeneration. The master-slave function. The master-slave function allows you to connect up to 8 devices together. This is done on the dedicated master-slave interface via standard USB cables. Press the display button to open a configuration window where you can select or activate Master-Slave mode. There are 3 different modes: parallel, serial, and independent. We first start with parallel mode. Of course, the device outputs are connected to the rear as appropriate. When we have set the first device in Master-Slave mode and return to the main window, we still see the default display. This is because it is still the only device currently in this mode. We then put the second device in parallel mode. We see that the display for the first device automatically changes. If we continue pressing the display button, we can flip through various displays until we come to one that shows us the connected devices and their auto-assigned IDs. We now do the same with the last device. Again, we switch the mode to parallel and press the display button until we see the graphic showing all connected devices. In the main menu of the lower device, we can now set different values for voltage and current. In the Master-Slave mode, all devices are equal. That is, each setting can be made on any device and the values take up by all the other devices. Parallel switching automatically multiplies the set current by 3. If we press Standby, output is started and we can see the corresponding values on the left. Since the device is in the U-limit mode, the output voltage is limited to 500 volts, and the amperage underneath is the actual power consumption of our consumer. Further, the values for the power and the load resistance are displayed. In order to operate the devices in independent mode, the outputs of the devices are connected completely on their own. The devices are therefore completely independent but can be controlled simultaneously through a single device through master-slave coupling. If, in our example, we switch over to independent mode on the lower device, then the mode for the other devices is also automatically set to independent. Now, all the values that can be set on any device are copied from any other device automatically. Press Standby to enable all outputs. We now see on each display other values for amperage, voltage, and resistance. Because each device independently feeds its own consumer, and the consumers in our example have different resistances. The third option is to connect the devices in series. As before, we change the mode in the configuration menu. In this case, we set it to serial. As before, the mode on all the other devices is automatically switched. Again, the operation can be performed on any device. In the display, we see that the voltage is automatically multiplied by the number of devices, in this case 3. After enabling the output, the values can once again be read on the display to the left.